I had a big bump. See my left eye? I had a big like bump, like boom, and it it hit me really hard in my eye. And I tell you, my friends, in a split of second, what I had was darkness like this. It was as dark as this. Actually, in my mind, I thought, growing as a young kid, I just wanted to be a bus driver, because I knew, like, at least you take control of the bus, you like the boss, you like, it was like the best career I would have ever dreamt for. I would have ever dreamt of, yeah, when I was a kid. So one day I was having a lead. I don't know how I should explain this. I'm trying to see. Yeah, a lead. I have some water with me here, because I just came from other part of the world, so I have to have some water like this to transition before I drink the local water here. That's how when you're traveling you have to know those small rules. So this is a lead. This is a lead. The top. This is a lead. So there was a lead of a bucket, bucket where you fetch water. I wish I came with these things to illustrate. So you can imagine this, but a bigger bucket. So all the time I used to hold it like this and be driving, like a small kid, because, man, we didn't have toys. And actually toys we made were we made toys with cables, I saw some cable right behind me here. I don't know if I should go pick it. Just try to understand. Those cables, when you take like electricity cable, those, actually in British English we say wires. We used to make toys out of wires or out of cables. So copper cables, okay, or maybe something like that. So my dad was really, really strict. He didn't like anything to deal with toys when I was growing up. So anytime I tried to make those toys, I would make them and hide them away from home, so that maybe I would hide them somewhere. So tomorrow when I'm out of home, maybe I'm going to look after animals. We used to have a lot of animals, especially goats and sheep. So I would take care of that, and I used to hide my car very far away. It was a cable car. I don't know if you guys will understand this, because people are used to toys and plastic toys, but a long time ago, even we didn't have money to do that. It was just a dream, But the rich kids in the big cities had it. I don't mean, and actually I'm telling you this is not how every African lives. There are other rich Africans who grew up with bicycles, riding bicycles, like authentic bicycles, But where I grew up, things were like that. Okay. So let's go back why I wear glasses. So one day I was riding, when I say riding, it was the lead. Remember, the lead is this top. So the lead of a bucket, I used to ride it and say voo, 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 beep, beep, beep. So I used to do things like that. And I used to emulate, or I used to copy the stagecoach bus. And most of the time this bus never stopped. It never stopped. So let's say it's showing up from the other side, maybe you're on the road. It's used to knock like cows, goats, like anything it will find on the way, it's knocking it. It cannot stop. Like that was the rule of stagecoach. So growing up and being influenced to be a bus driver, I had my own bus, imaginative, and I used to ride that lead, So one day I was on the road. It was like 7 p.m. So I was like, beep, 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 beep. And I was like changing gears and everything, just a small kid, vroom, vroom, vroom. Those, how you think you are a bus, and in your mind you the driver, because it's a dream job you want to have, like a small kid. So I met this guy on the road. His name was Juma, yeah. But it's sad because this guy died some few years ago. And so when I met him, I was riding my bus in my mind and with the lead. So let's imagine this is the lead, okay? This is the lead. So I was like, ooh, okay. So I just went and met this guy on the road and on my side, and I hit him. I was actually like 11 or 12 years. I hit him like not really hit, but I pushed him. I went like beep, 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 you know. I hit. One thing you should realize, Juma had a problem. He was like crippled, so his legs were tangled. They were like this. So he used to walk like this, like this. So imagine those are legs, but his I'm using my arms to illustrate how he used to walk. So he used to walk just like this. The legs used to, yeah. So when I knocked Juma, and Juma fell down. He was a cripple, and so I was still moving because I told you like the bus never stopped. That was my imagination. So he yelled like, why did you hit me? You know, like, why? So, but he yelled in Swahili, my native language. So I looked back like this. What are you saying? Just like that, you know, still like I was still holding the like, and I think I went back like reverse. Then I went and looked at him. What are you saying? This guy had a slingshot. You know, sling, the one that you kill birds with. The one if you see a bird you pull. You know, slingshot. Man, this guy. It was at night actually. It was like around 7, so I didn't see what he was doing. All I had was in my left eye. I had a big bump. See my left eye? I had a big like bump, like boom. And it hit me really hard in my eye. And I tell you, my friends, in a split of second, what I had was darkness like this. It was as dark as this. Actually, in my mind, I thought like my eye had like come out. Like actually in my mind, that's what I thought. So I cried. I was a young kid. I cried like, whoa, please help me. So you know, I went blind like in a second, like bah. So when I cried, I was like, hey, please help me. So people came, like they were asking me, what's wrong? I told them, hey, Juma hit me in my eye. Actually, this left eye. I think I have some. Yeah, I don't know. I should use some piece of cloth. But Juma hit me on my left eye. Then I was crying like, hey, is my eye here? Is my eye here? Is it right here? Everybody's like, what are you saying? I'm like, he just hit me. I can't see. When I close my other eye like this, I see darkness. So actually it was where I used to live was next to Juma's place. Like not where I used to live, like even where I used to live, we were like neighbors. We were neighbors, like 100 meters, the distance of 100 meters. But where Juma hit me, actually across the road I was on the road. So the other side of the road, just there, like 10 meters, was Juma's house. So I went to their parents saying, oh, Juma has hit me. Juma has hit my eye. Look, it's gone. I can't see. Actually, as I'm telling you, I thought it went like down, like, like from here. It crashed, like, I used to think maybe I would be like this in my entire life, But when I went home, I was crying, and I was 12 years, man. The following day, my mom was traveling. So my mom was traveling to go do exams, okay? She was studying in the college. And the following day, she was traveling for 2 weeks. So when I went back home, my mom cried, really like literally cried. And for those guys who have not seen my mom, you see my previous video, you're gonna see my mom. So my mom really cried, and she was like, oh, my son, like, you know how she feels, like she feels helpless. And actually we were very poor, like really poor, even going to hospital. So when I went home saying, oh, hey, Juma has hit me, I can't see, please take me to hospital, my stepdad responded by saying, it's you who has the problem, it's you who is the wrong guy. And the following day, my mom was going to school, so I was left alone in the house. I was crying. My eye was like tears every second. It was super red, like really red. Like really, you see, like it looks red now. So you can imagine this way, maybe 10 times. Like it was other people, normal people would see me like this, and their eyes would shed tears. Like their eyes would respond by, like shedding tears. So man, I stayed inside in my home because my mom had left. She was the only person who cared about me anyway, because I was living in a family with a stepdad who didn't care at all. I hope he doesn't watch this video, but if he does, that's the reality of life. So man, I really cried. I was just in the house for 2 weeks, not going in the hospital. Man, it's pain, pain, pain. Just like that, I lost my eyesight. Just like that. I never went to hospital. I never. So when I tried going to hospital after I finished university, the doctor just told me, he put some light here, like a flashlight. We call it torch. Flashlight. He told me, can you see some light? I said no. Then he told me, okay, I'm sorry. We can't help, you are blind. Just like that, I lost my eyesight, so I use one eye. So because of that, but the doctor told me you have to be wearing glasses because you have to protect the other eye. So all the time, I have to wear glasses, all the time. Even if it should be here, I feel more comfortable because I'm like, man, let it be here than just me putting right here. No, just me not having it. So man, that's why I wear sunglasses. And when I grew up, students used to bully me. They used to say, oh, your eye is for a goat. You know a goat? Like, meh, cabra. Cabra in Spanish. So students used to tell me, oh, your eye, you have a goat eye. And actually it was my eye. People, you know, when you're kids like come up with conspiracies. So they used to say like, whoa, one of your eye is a goat eye. So imagine this, they used to call it a goat eye. And honestly, I knew it wasn't. So it used like to pain me. And I used to imagine why I didn't go to hospital. And even my teachers couldn't do anything. And you know, man, like, damn, it was really, really hard. Really hard. And yeah, that's why I wear sunglasses every day. That's why I have to have sunglasses during the dark. But the doctor did not actually recommend me sunglasses. But for me, I felt like sunglasses were big because they covered a huge part of my face. So I felt like with my sunglasses, everything will be alright, you know. That's why I wear sunglasses. So those people who judge me or who judge others, you know, this should be like a learning lesson. Those people who judge others always thinking like, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing? Where is he from? He's so primitive. I know they're called sunglasses, so they are for the sun, but I have to wear them, okay? Bye for now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, let's talk about this video that you and I are watching right now. The video that completely broke my heart the first time I saw it 6 years ago about a YouTuber called iammarwa. I stumbled upon him while scrolling YouTube, and the first thing I noticed was that he was sitting in his home village in Kenya wearing sunglasses, and I thought, bro, is this guy about to drop a mixtape or what? But then I kept watching, and what he said next literally froze me. It was deep, raw, and emotional, and it completely changed the way I saw him and life itself. Marwa grew up in a tiny village near the Kenya-Tanzania border, a place with no electricity, no toys, and very little. Even as a kid, he had a big dream. He wanted to become a bus driver. There was one bus that passed through the village each day, and little Marwa would pretend he was driving it using a water bucket lid as a steering wheel, making engine noises, shifting gears, and honking, imagining himself in charge of his world. But one evening, while playing, a neighbor named Juma hit him in the left eye with a slingshot. Instantly, everything went dark. He ran home crying for help, but his stepdad didn't care, and his mother was away. He stayed at home in pain for 2 weeks, and years later, a doctor told him he was blind in that eye. The trauma could have crushed him, but Marwa didn't let it. He started wearing sunglasses, not to look cool, but to protect himself and his confidence. Over time, they became his identity, his armor against judgment. Even when kids bullied him, he survived. What inspires me most is how he turned pain into purpose. He didn't let losing an eye or growing up poor define him. He worked hard, studied, and eventually began traveling, documenting his journey and sharing his story with the world. From pretending to drive a bucket-lid bus in a small village to now traveling over 70 countries, meeting people and experiencing cultures, Marwa's journey proves resilience, vision, and determination. He built a beautiful life, a loving girlfriend, Rocio, and a handsome son, and he continues giving back to his family and community. Yet, even after all this, people still judge him, still try to bring him down, but he keeps going because he knows his worth and his story. Watching this video 6 years ago, and even watching it with you right now, I felt inspired. Life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need to grow. Marwa lost sight in one eye, but gained a vision most of us never will. He lost a childhood dream, but found his purpose. And let's be real, losing an eye at 12 would make most people sit at home feeling sorry for themselves. But this dude said, okay, I can't see out of one eye. I'll just see the world with the other one. Legendary energy. The lesson here is that your scars, struggles, and setbacks don't define you. They refine you. Life will test you. People will misunderstand you. Critics will doubt you. But if you stay true to yourself and never give up, you can achieve more than you ever imagined. Marwa went from poverty, a harsh stepdad, and a life trying to hold him down, to traveling the world, building a family, giving back, and inspiring millions, all with humility, resilience, and heart. That's why I follow his journey. It's real, raw, and proof that greatness can come from the most unexpected places. Dreams survive even when life is cruel, and vision, passion, and perseverance can take you farther than anyone thinks. So take this as a reminder. Don't let your past, mistakes, or struggles stop you. Don't hide your pain. Let it fuel you, teach you, and make you stronger. If Marwa can come from a small village, lose an eye, face rejection, and still create an inspiring life full of love, family, travel, and impact, then you can too. Sometimes you lose an eye, but you gain a vision the world can't take away. Sometimes your weaknesses become your superpowers. That's why I love this story. That's why it hit me 6 years ago, and that's why I keep following Marwa. Because he's real, human, and inspiring. He proves that no matter how hard life hits you, you can rise, shine, and keep pushing forward one step at a time with your heart, your mind, and maybe a pair of sunglasses on, just to remind the world that your future is way too bright.
Okay, try to relax. Good. Now the pressure is good. We have measured 3 times. It gives an average of 14. So the pressure up to 21 is regarded as normal. So with an eye pressure of 14, it's absolutely fine. There's no issue. Okay. But the pressure can vary from different times, so during day and also from day to day. So it's not an absolutely 100% assessment, but it gives a good guidance if there is any likely problem.
Wow.
Okay.
So that puff, like,
it's an air puff, and what it does, the air puff flattens a bit your cornea,
okay,
the first part of the eye,
yeah,
and so the camera catches the deformation,
yeah,
and says, okay, the cornea was deformed so much,
yeah,
that means the inner pressure was like this, set high, because the resistance, like in a softer tire, you can press easier in, so with the same amount of force, you can put your thumb further into the tire compared to very hard tires, then you can almost not push it in. So that's basically what this machine does.
Wow, guys, eye pressure. Can we measure the other one?
I can try, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Come close, they see how it pops.
Come close for the forehead. Let's see if I can get. Okay. Try. Okay. Okay. That's right. Can we try to keep the eye wide open as possible? Let's see if we can. No, unfortunately, it doesn't give the results. Thank you. Because the cornea doesn't show the right reflex. So because the cornea is not as smooth, it doesn't give the right reflex, and therefore the camera cannot catch it or capture it properly, and can therefore not really measure it realistic-wise. It does the function as such, but the result wouldn't be actually there.
Wow. So no result.
No, not with not with a normal tonometer. If you go to an ophthalmologist,
Yeah.
they would be getting a result, but it's also not necessarily beneficial. It's like it's not of practical value.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now Rocio.
Okay.
Wow, guys, I'm having also new glasses here, and it's time for Rocio to do her eye test. Sorry, guys, I'm putting Rocio's bag like this. I don't want this to be a meme.
Crosswise.
Yeah.
No thieves here. Malawi is a safe country.
Yeah, actually, Malawi is very safe. We went to the village and we saw people with no fences.
Yeah.
Rocio does.
Show you that one. Close. Okay, just look straight.